6th. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. This is Nikhil Parekh. In this video, I shall be giving you a recitation of my poem that is the title, What's Love All About? This poem of mine has been published in my book that is the title, Love vs. Terrorism Volume 2. Therefore, without wasting a further instant, wanted to ardently commence upon with the recitation of my poem, What's Love All About? No asphyxiating rules, not the slightest seed of ghastly, not the slightest seed of ghastly terrorizing commercialism around. No bizarre monotony, not the slightest innuendo of debilitating stagnation insidiously floating around. No usurped definitions, not the slightest of deliriously incarcerating society to brutally jail it in its way. No prejudiced manipulation, not the slightest of cold-blooded barbarism stealthily lurking at clandestine crannies of vostral civilization. No traumatic agony, not the slightest teardrop of frustrating malice, which baselessly annihilated, impeccable, which baselessly annihilated, impeccable in its cadaverously inane swirl. No frigid infertility, no frigid infertility, not the slightest of crippling infidelity that stabbed you beyond the threshold of extinction the instant you turned your back. The instant you turned your back, no vicarious salaciousness, not the slightest of animosity permeating vindictively into the fabric of spellbindingly enchanting humanity. No nefarious meanness, no nefarious meanness, not the slightest of derogatory inflammation perilously creeping into the synergistic structure of humanity. No reckless insomnia, no reckless insomnia, not the slightest of invidious laziness disparagingly stagnating the vivacious mantra of blissful of not the slightest of invidious laziness disparagingly stagnating the vivacious mantra of blissfully burgeoning existence. No tawdry indiscrimination. No tawdry indiscrimination, not the slightest of vengeful parasites satanically sucking. Not the slightest of vengeful parasites satanically sucking innocuous blood from the heart of this symbiotically celestial planet. No inexplicable hopelessness, no inexplicable hopelessness, not the slightest of disparity preposterously corrupting the spirit of unsurpassable unity, inherently impregnating the pricelessly the priceless atmosphere. Not the slightest of disparity preposterously corrupting the spirit of unsurpassable unity, inherently impregnating the pricelessly insuperable atmosphere. No deplorable delinquency, no deplorable delinquency, not the slightest of vituperatively ostracizing devil that treacherously deserted you in your times of blood curdling duress, that treacherously deserted you in your times of blood curdling duress. No squelching torture, no squelching torture, not the slightest of fretfully ribald deterioration, indefatigably endangering the rudiments of truth, indefatigably endangering the rudiments of truth in the fathomless planet. Truth Truth in the fathomless planet. Rudiments of truth, rudiments of irrefutable truth in the fathomless planet. No fiendish robbery, no fiendish robbery, not the slightest spell of doomsday, depriving holistically coalescing bodies of their unparalleled elixir to fantastically exist. No spurious religion, no spurious religion, not the slightest of body fanaticism, mercilessly snatching loved ones from their adorably venerated kin. No bloodthirsty injustice, not the slightest travesty of the oceans of unconquerably glorious righteousness. The principles of ubiquitously sacrosanct friendship. No worthless shivering, no worthless shivering, not the slightest of relentlessly not the slightest of relentlessly shivering, not the slightest of relentlessly shivering in the torturous cold outside, in the torturous cold outside, while demons of lies marauded at rampant will, while while demons of lies marauded at rampant will on this boundless planet. No abysmal nonchalance. No abysmal nonchalance, not the slightest of lacklusterness, cancerously weakening, not the slightest of lacklusterness, cancerously weakening the crux of stupendously proliferating and timelessly blessing life. Only immortally enduring life, only unflinchingly united existence, only truth blazing into the eternal omnipotence, only perpetually fructifying bondage, only exhilaration unprecedented, culminating into the realms of everlastingly propitious paradise. Only immortally enduring life, only unflinchingly united existence, only truth blazing into eternal omnipotence, only perpetually fructifying bondage, only exhilaration unprecedented, culminating into the realms of everlastingly propitious paradise. That's what 100% love has forever taught you. That's what 100% love does to every unfurling minute of your diminutively impoverished life. That's what 100% love is all about. That's what 100% love has forever taught you. That's what 100% love does to you every unfurling minute. Every unfurling minute of your diminutively impoverished life. That's what 100% love is all about. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hearing me. From the innermost layer of the heart, wanted to thank you for the victoriously brilliant patronization to the poetry.